Lies crawl to a table. Lies by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, moments reflected. Often mirrors a pit, clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you can see.
Boom. Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and it is Thursday.
In paradise.
Today is Thursday, and October 17th, 1 week from my birthday passed, and I'm still recovering from my birthday. Don't laugh, but I'm still recovering from my birthday. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why this thing won't let me do this. There you go. I'm trying to change my privacy settings. So that we can make it, well, whatever. It doesn't want to do it. Whatever. I'll fix it up later. Anyway, hopefully everybody's having a good day. I've had a crazy, crazy day. Was wanting to be on earlier, but I could not get done. Had some things I had to take care of. One thing about being a coach, you're a coach, you're a stepfather, you are a counselor, you're a confidant, you are a bunch of different things, which, you know, in my life as a player, I had coaches who were the same way with me. You know, my coach, Dave Smith, that owned Midwest Trophy, you know, he said some things and he imparted things into my life that I try to, in turn, do the same thing for my kids. So when you look at what it takes to be a coach, when you look at what it takes to be an athlete and what it takes to be to put into kids what was put into you, when you take your things, the mistakes that you made and the things that you got better, and on and on and on. So I was just helping some friends out, one of my players out with one of those things. That's part of what it takes. So, but anyway, hopefully everybody's having a fantastic day. I'm recovering. Yesterday, sorry I missed you guys, but I ended up drinking the night before, and I was trying to recover from last week. I am just too old to get drunk every day. My body says no. So anyway, it's pretty funny. Let's get right into it today. Oh, by the way, remember you can go to YouTube, search The Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark, like, subscribe, hit notifications, and you can come on. And if you have any comments of what you want to talk about, you can do that online. Of course, that's Ace back there barking at something. And or you can do After the Storm, the OKC Thunder post-game analysis show, which we're not going to have one today because part of what we're going to talk about, what happened today with the Thunder. So, but anyway, we will not be doing that tonight. So anyway, After the Storm, like, subscribe, hit notifications. You guys come on, make your comments here on YouTube, and I can comment to you right away on YouTube as we do it. So anyway, the big news, the big bad news for the Thunder today. Center Isaiah Hartenstein is out 5 to 6 weeks with a broken bone in his left hand. And when I saw this, I was like, what the hell happened? And what ended up happening was really simple. Where's my live stream at? My live stream is gone off my Facebook. What the hell happened? Sorry, guys. I'm looking over here for something. I don't know. Unable to connect. Why is that? Well, I don't understand why it's not connecting. It was on and then it popped off. I don't know why it did that off my Facebook. I don't understand. It completely deleted it off of my Facebook. I don't know why it would be able to do that. I'm going to have to go back and check that. So sorry, everybody, if you're on Facebook and you don't get me. I don't know. But anyway, we'll get it figured out. But anyway, Isaiah Hartenstein's out 5 to 6 weeks. And part of the thing, he got hurt in the second half against Denver. And part of the problem I had was, I don't understand why Uh, I don't understand what happened. I don't understand why he was even playing in the second half. Uh, I, and I asked a couple people the same thing, and I don't know. I mean, we were up, and I guess they're trying to get those guys, as close to each other as they possibly can, get as much playing time. But when you look at it, so what? I mean, they're all hurt. I mean, SJ wasn't playing, J Dub wasn't playing. I don't know why they were playing. So to me, it's like, guys, hey, play the other guys. Play Jones, play Mitchell, play all, Jang, play these guys who are not going to give us anything really except little small minutes during the season. Don't play him. Don't play Caruso. But, stuff does happen um, on with things like that. So, wait, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Go to YouTube. I'm trying to let everybody know you can go to YouTube to watch the show. Anyway, okay, let me get back to us right now. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I had to do that. I don't know why my thing is not connecting. So anyway, when I was sitting there looking at it, I mean, we have a great team, but now it's 5 to 6 weeks. Okay, it's 5 to 6 weeks. It's not really like you're going to turn around and go, oh well, the Thunder is over for us. It's 5 to 6 weeks. Now, what that's going to mean is by the time it's like making a trade it's like making a trade midway through the season. You're not going to need them until the end of the season, anyways. So that's kind of how I look at this. We're gonna miss some valuable time with him playing with the guys, but we still have Caruso. And when you look at our schedule, here are our first 10 games, and how that would affect the Thunder in our first 10 games. Okay, our first 10 games are at the Nuggets. Now, is it going to affect us that game? 100% is going to affect us that game. Okay, because the simple fact that us matching up with them is a lot greater because he and Gordon match up, or he and he can guard Jokic better, and then you can put Chet on Gordon, so that does help us out quite a bit. And of course, Michael Porter Jr. is a 3-point shooter, so he's not really that big of a factor. And we can guard him with Dort, or you guard him with Wiggins, so that that kind of plays out the time. But that's going to hurt us a little bit with our matchup, which is funny because the Nuggets did not play Jokic and them against Hartenstein because they don't want the Thunder to get a feel for what's going to happen with that lineup without Murray and him. So that's going to be right. So it's going to hurt us that game 100%. The Bulls, I don't think it should hurt us that much. We're still going to we're a better team than they are, period. So I think we'll beat the Bulls without Hartenstein. The Hawks, we should be able to handle our business without him for that game because what the significance of him this year and what he has brought to the team is getting hands on the offensive rebounds, slapping balls away. That's what he's done for this team and made us much better. The Spurs, once again, we should beat them because we have more talent than they do, so we should beat them overall. But that being said, it's still going to be a tough game, I think, to beat them because Wembanyama's tons better with the addition of Chris Paul is going to make them tougher to beat. The Blazers, we should handle them. They're like us. They're very young. They're younger than we are, but I think we're more talented than they are overall. Even though the youth is there, they're just athletic. I think more athletic than we are, but we're more talented than they are, if that makes any kind of sense. The Clippers, we should beat the Clippers because the Clippers are the Clippers, but remember, SJ hates them, and every time he goes against them, he just wears them out. The Magic, I think that's going to be a tough game there because of their bigs. And I think that's going to be a tougher game without them because remember, that's only, week 3? So we probably won't get him back for another till probably probably the end of November-ish, right before the in-season tournament. So anyway, you got that. Then we come back and play the Nuggets again. Like I said, that's going to hurt us against the Nuggets when we play them. I think that's going to be a tough one for us to get by that. And then, of course, the Rockets, that's just going to be a tough out. I tell everybody, the Rockets is the one team you're going to have to watch out for. They're better than what you think. Okay? They're better than what you think. And with Ime Udoka, he's a hell of a coach. He's going to teach them how to play defense. They're going to make some stops, and they're going to score in transition. That's their goal. That's what they're trying to do. So that game scares me, but I think we should beat them anyway because we're better than the Rockets overall. And then Golden State Warriors, we should take care of our business with them. So I see 3 4 games that him being out in his first 10, that's going to affect us. But that's we'll be no worse than 6-4, 7-3 without him. I think with him we're no worse than 7-3, and it could be 8-2, 9-1 easily with him because he gives us that extra offensive rebounding and stuff on the inside that we don't get. And remember what we were last year. We were 30th or in the league last year, or 29th in the league out of 30 teams. So that's going to hurt us this year simply because we won't have the ability to get extra shots. So that in itself is going to keep us from being the team that I think we could have been with him. It's going to hurt us, I believe. Okay. But that being said, I still love our team. I still love what we're going to be able to do overall because the addition of Caruso, and I see that he plays him and Dort separately, which I do like the fact that he and Dort play separately. I don't think they should be. I just think I think you go get somebody for Dort. That's just me. But I do love Dort. I do like Dort tons, tons, tons. Except at the end of games, he's like Westbrook to me. He tries to do stuff that he's not capable of. So that's the issue that I have with him. But defensively, he always makes a dumb foul somebody on a 3-point shot. How many times have we seen him foul somebody on the 3, running by him? How many times? This costs us games, and some it hasn't, and some it has. So to me, dude, never foul a 3-point shooter. I told that to my kids are little. You don't foul. I said, never, ever, ever foul a jump shooter. Ever. The odds are 4 out of 10 that he's going to make that shot. 4 out of 10. And then you're going to put him on the free throw line where he's 8 out of 10 chances to get to, or 9 out of 10, or 7 out of 10. That's not a good deal. Never, ever, ever foul a jump shooter. Let him shoot the jump. Take your chances. Most jump shooters are in the 30 to 40%. Most jump shooters are. You're safe. The chances of them missing far outweigh the chances of them making it. Don't never, ever, ever foul a jump shooter. That's just one of my main rules when I coach. Do not foul the jump shooter. And I'd run your ass if you did. So, anyway, tonight, the Thunder's game tonight against the Hawks. I was going to go, but why go? It's not going to be. I just don't see it worth going tonight to the game. I've seen all the preseason that I need to see. We do play the Hawks tonight. The Thunder are 7.5-point favorites. Over/unders 219.5. And I'm just kind of stuck in there. I just don't know what to do with that. I really don't. But that being said, the Thunder should handle their business. 7.5 points is a lot, but they should handle their business because we're much better than the Hawks without question. And we should beat them pretty easily, I think, because I think we're just a better team. So we'll see what happens with that game. But anyway, love what I'm seeing thus far with the addition of Hartenstein, or iHeart is what we're going to call him, iHeart, and Caruso. And when I look at both of them, you can see that Caruso reminds me when he's playing with the Lakers, and he got shipped to the Bulls. So he's so happy to be out of there. You can just see in his the way he's shooting, the way he's moving, the way he's playing. He's so much happier being in Oklahoma City than he was in Houston. In Chicago. And then Hartenstein, I don't know how much I don't know how much his wife is happy to be out of New York. You're a model. Why the hell would you not want to be out of New York? Why would you want to be out of New York? But getting $30 million a year allows them to keep their place in New York. Also allows her to fly if she needs to. Of course, they did have a baby boy. Congratulations to them on that. So she's still probably more interested in being a mom than she really is being a model, which I'm sure once she gets back to where the baby, and I'm sure they probably have a nanny too, but, I know a lot of moms, when they have their babies, the last thing they want to do is be away from their child. So especially the first one. So I don't know how much she will actually be away from him, or we wanting to be away from him to go model. And does she really need to? That's more like for her than it is for anything else. But at the same time, being a mom to their little boy, how much time is she really going to want? I think that once he probably gets big enough to where he's probably a little bit more independent, which they do, get independent, I think that she'll probably want to go fly back to New York, which she probably can as much as she wants to anyway, since, get on a private plane, $10,000, whatever it is, boom, go home. We have our place there in New York. You have a place to stay. It's no big deal. So they can fly there really easy. $30 million a year, you can do a lot with $30 million a year. So that allows you to, go home whenever you want. If there's a break, you can go back to New York anytime you want. Now, of course, who the hell wants to go to New York when it's cold? So it's probably after Christmas time. You probably want to go back because it's much more beautiful being in New York than Oklahoma City at Christmas time. And that's what's sad because something popped up on my Facebook, Facebook memories or whatever, it says back in the day. And I remember when downtown used to have all these big, huge ribbons. Ribbons are these things across garnet, what's it called, garnish or whatever those things, green things, and they would have these big, huge deals stretching across downtown. And then you go downtown shopping, and it was just more Christmassy. Now it's just, nobody cares. There's not a big, huge. It's just not the same. Okay, it's just not the same. Whereas everything was more festive. You go downtown for shopping. You go downtown to eat. You go downtown to watch movies, and it was more downtown was more the thing. And now, of course, it's more spread out now, so it's kind of harder to do that in Oklahoma City. But New York does that. Chicago do that. And I tell people all day long, if you want to, Chicago is one of the most romantic cities after Thanksgiving to go. It's second to New York as far as the beauty, the pageantry, and the beauty of Christmas. It's cold. You feel Christmassy. It's just romantic. It's very beautiful. And if you have someone that you want to go there with, if you want to show a woman a great time, take her to Chicago. I like Chicago better than I do New York. That's just me personally. Chicago is my favorite city, which I've said multiple times. So anyway, but go do that and get that done. So now back to the NBA and the NBA games tonight. There's a bunch of games today on the NBA, and then of course NFL. Of course we've got NFL games, and then tomorrow. Excuse me, we have some great college matchups tomorrow. So we'll be interested to see how that works tomorrow. Uh, but if I can't even find I can't even find an NBA scores last night. Here were the scores yesterday. The Cavaliers lost to the Pistons, which, it's preseason, but the Pistons, man, I tell you what, Cade Cunningham and that group, I think they're going to be okay. I think they're going to be a bigger staff's going to get them where they need to be. Sixers and the Nets are the Nets. They're just terrible. I mean, we talked about that the other day. The Nets, they sold everything. They got rid of everything. They're just going to completely go through the draft and rebuild, I guess. I don't know what the hell they're doing over there. The Hawks lost to the Heat. The Heat, they just got a good young team. They got the best coach in the NBA, I think. Popovich to me used to be. I think that now it is that it's Eric Spoelstra. I think he's the best coach in the NBA by far. You give him a bunch of talent, the chances of them winning far exceed because coaching matters. Lineups matter. Matchups matter. Flow of the game matters. All the things that we're lacking in Oklahoma City, they have there in the Heat, but we have way more talent than they do. T-Wolves and the Bulls. Great win by the Bulls last night. It just goes to show you anybody can beat anybody, but this score just basically tells you what happened in the second half. Okay? That's what it basically tells you. It doesn't tell you what happens in the first half. And, of course, NBA games today, man, there's some games. You got the Hornets and the Pacers, 9 o'clock tonight. The Pacers are minus 5.5-point favorites. Over-unders 231.5. Of course, the 6:30 game that will be shown on TNT, which we'll be watching prior to the Thunder game tonight, which I'll probably just watch a little bit of the first half. I'm probably not going to watch a whole lot of that. But 6:30 tonight, TNT, the Bucks and the Mavs. I think Luka's finally playing. So that's going to be interesting to see what he does, and he's going to make a huge difference with them. The Mavericks with Klay Thompson, you better watch out for them. You better watch out for them. Spurs and Rockets. Rockets minus 8.5-point favorites. Like I said, the Rockets are a team that they kind of scare me. They kind of scare me. I think they're going to be better than what people think they are. Nuggets, T-Wolves plus 6.5-point favorites. Don't really get that. That had to be a misprint. I had to go back and look at that. That can't be right. And anyway, they're plus 6.5. I don't know how the hell they're six. Okay. Never mind. They're plus 6.5 means the Nuggets are favorite. Okay, that makes sense. But still, in Minnesota, that's a lot of points. That just tells me that somebody's not playing for Minnesota. Lakers and the Suns, who gives a shit? Not watching Lakers. Don't want to see LeBron. Don't want to see his son either. On TNT, it's a 9 o'clock game. Who cares about that? And I'm not watching that mess. Kings and Clippers. Clippers minus 3.5-point favorites over the Kings, which I thought was interesting to see how that works and see what's going to happen there with that. I mean, I'm like, I'm not really that I'm not really broken up about that, and I don't think y'all are either. About excuse me about watching that. Don't care. But anyway, um, I'm just glad the NBA season is about to start next week. The Thunder, a week from today, we have the Nuggets in Denver. So that's going to be, man, I tell you what, I don't know where we're going to be to set that game up on the 24th. I don't know where I'm going to watch that. I don't know if we're going to have, I don't know if I'm going to be, I know I'm not going to be here, but I'll let you guys know where we're going to be set up at. So if you have questions, you want to come by, you want to talk, you want to ask some questions, or you want to just visit about some things, we'll be able to do that next Thursday. I'll let you know where we're going to be. Probably either going to be at Cat's, maybe be at Ash Cigar, which those of us that smoke cigars are going to be cool with that. Maybe at maybe I don't know where we're going to be. So I'll let you guys know where we're going to be next Thursday night set up for the first Thunder away game. Now I know the next game we're going to be at oh my God, at Bungalow 23 over here on 23rd Street. We're going to be at Bungalow 23. I talked to Phil, and so we're going to be set up outside. That's on a Saturday night. I think it's a Saturday night. Is that game? Hold on, let me look real quick. I believe it's a Saturday night. Is that game our second game? And I know we're going to be there. And we talked to Phil already. Yeah, that's the Bulls away. That's on Saturday night. I know we're going to be over at Bungalow. We're going to have it set up in a corner where it's going to be facing out towards the crowd. And we're going to have, of course, our light. And I think they're going to have some sort of concert or something, or have something going on. So we're going to, or just to have that night out. So anyway, we're going to be at Bungalow 23, which is over by the Church's Chicken between, what street is that? Chartel and Walker? Dewey. Between Dewey and Chartel is where the Bungalow 23 is. And my boy Phil, so we're going to be there. So, hey, come on out. We're going to be outside and just kind of enjoy it. Hopefully it won't be too cold. I think it's going to be nice that night. Let's see what the temperature is going to be Saturday night. I know it's warming up the following week. Saturday night, 50 degrees, 53 degrees. That's going to be perfect. So it'll be basically 55, 60 degrees that night. You'll be able to watch the game, and the game will be the Bulls, and it's a 7 o'clock game. So it's gonna be nice and early, so it will not be cold outside. So it's gonna be fantastic. So hopefully everybody will be able to come out. And like I said, when we do our remotes, hey, please stop by. You can come by. You can get on the deal. You can hear what we're talking about, because we have our speakers, as well as you can talk to us if you want to do that as well. So please go ahead and do that. We want to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, or planning, hit our guys Mark Long up over there. They love to be behind the scenes. So if you have a new project or new building that you're building, they can lay it all out for you, make sure everything is going to be lined up properly. They won't have to worry about leaning like the Leaning Tower of whatever the hell they call it in San Francisco. What an engineering nightmare that is. Also, New York is one of the things they're doing there to screw up everything. So they can take care of that, and you will not have any issues when it comes to your engineering, surveying, or planning. They also deal with water treatment plants. So if you have a water treatment plant or water plant in your city or in your county, hit those guys up, and they will make sure they take care of you. Also, if you have a dam in your neighborhood, not very many people do that, but there are dams in Oklahoma City. So if you have a dam and you need it checked out, they can take care of you that. So SRB, hit those guys up. Collaborative Logic, if you have needs for computers or software to make your office run smoother, hit those guys up over there. They can take care of you, as well as if you have a website design. They did our website, so the MC, www.mcsportsnetwork.com. So hit those guys up so they can take care of you on that as well. They know they did ours. And by the way, if you want your Matt Clark Basketball Academy t-shirts, you can order those anytime from there. All the stuff is laid out for you to order t-shirts. So you can quit asking me for a shirt. You can go ahead and order it by your own. Oak Grove Trucking, if you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to move, hit my boy up, Jose Fierro over there. He is the dude for that, and he will take very, very, very good care of you. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. So hit those guys up They will take care of you. Now, you can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go to the main bank, 401 Elm, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. YNB East, which is off the Parkway in 66. YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, can't miss it, just south of I-40, right there on Garth Brooks, right in front of the hospital. YB Parkway, like I said, was where it is. And then YB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and McCarthy. Cannot miss it. And Elm Grove Clothing, my guy, Jonathan Bickey Triplet, hit my boy up. He loved to take care of you over there. He is the dude. Hey, hit my boy up. He's my man over there. He can take care of you. He took care of us at the JFK Awards. What a great suit that he had hooked up for me, that gray, white pinstripe. It was on point. Orange bow tie. My date looked fantastic, of course, taking care of me, making me look good. Hit my boy up, Elm Grove Clothing, Jonathan Beakley Tripmet, 405-332-8787. Or you can email him at info@elmgroveclothing.com or sales@elmgroveclothing.com. So get you a nice, $2,000 suit for half price. You can get, because the materials are the same. The quality is the same. It's just fantastic. I had tons of likes on my suit and compliments, so I appreciate my boy for that. And then, of course, Taste of Western is coming up October 24th, 2024. Here at Place This, you can see where you can go and get your tickets right there, and you can contact them, and they'll be glad to take care of you. We had our Taste of West. We had our chef's table the other day. Oh my God, it was delicious. You have to go on my Facebook to look at that. It was so good. And of course, here are the sponsorship prices. The presenting sponsor, $6,000, gold sponsor, $3,500, silver sponsor, $2,000, bronze sponsor, $500. So hey, hit our guys up. They love to be able to take care of you over there. It's gonna be fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. And the chef's table, by the way, holy shit, it was good. So, but if you've never been to Will Rogers Theater, you're missing out. It's great there. Plus, I saw my guy Carl the other day, too. Carl and his lovely wife, Devonna. Got to see them and talk to them as well. Miss those guys. Love running into them when I see them. But anyway, Taste of Western, October 24th, 2 weeks from, actually, it's next week. So I don't know how the hell I'm going to do that when that's going to be the first game. Because our first game is that night. Again, when do we play Denver? Because I may be able to do them both. Let me see how that's going to work. Because that's going to be our Nuggets first game. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. Cool. The show starts at 6 to 9, so that's perfect. I can go do that, and then right away go to watch the game after that. So that's going to be perfect. So that doesn't faze me at all how that's going to work. We're going to do that. Let me see. And then it's going to be warmer next week, which is going to be even better the following week. Yeah. Next Thursday it's going to be 54 at night, and then that Saturday it's going to be 66. So, for out there at Bungalow 23. So I'm excited about that. Now, remember, this is Thursday night, so NFL is upon us. And you know how everybody else, they love the NFL. I do love the NFL. Not as much as I love basketball, but I do love NFL. I do love watching the games. I do love that. And tonight, here's the NFL schedule this week. And, of course, there's a huge game tonight on the NFL schedule. Broncos at the Saints. The Saints +3. Over under 37 tonight on Prime. Like I said many times, I'm not a fan of Prime's. I don't like their broadcast. I don't like the people there. I'm not a fan of it. But I will be able to just have it on TV somewhere and just kind of watch it in the background. I really won't be watching. But anyway, Broncos and Saints tonight. Saints +3. Over under is 37. If you were interested in seeing that. Now, Sunday, we've got some great games. Like I said, the games like we talked about the other day. I want to see the Lions and the Vikings. Vikings -2.5 at 12. I definitely want to see that game. The Packers and the Texans -2.5. Want to see that game. Those are the two games I want to see at noon. I'm going to watch one of those. I can watch both of them because hopefully our Oklahoma City affiliates will have those games, because I don't want to see the Bengals and the Browns. I damn sure don't want to see the Titans and the Bills. And I damn sure on CBS, I don't want to see any one of those games. And then as Fox is concerned, Seattle versus the Falcons, I don't want to watch that. And Eagles and Giants, I don't want to watch that. But of course, Eagles and Giants, guess who the quarterback is? Jalen Hurts, and people like to watch the Oklahoma quarterback, which I'm gonna be pissed at because I'm sorry, Lions and Vikings, or the Eagles and Giants. Are you kidding me? Instead of us wanting to watch, we're gonna watch. You're gonna put Jalen Hurts on, who doesn't really claim OU. Really? Better not. Then, of course, the 3 o'clock games, the Chiefs and the Niners. That's the game that everybody wants to watch on Fox. Tony Romo, I mean, not Tony Romo, but Tom Brady, of course, probably will be doing that game. So can't wait for that. The Niners -1 point favorites at home, 47.5. 37 is the thing. It cracked me up all the time because people talk about Brock Purdy and Mahomes. I like Brock Purdy. He ain't Mahomes. And the one dude, I ain't gonna say his name, but he's on a national show, and he just hates the Chiefs. And he's just a hater. He just is. And he's a little dude, and he has little dude syndrome. I mean, it's just like, bro, chill out. I mean, and he's a Jets fan on top of that, so y'all know who I'm talking about right there. And I'm like, bro, what the hell are you talking about? He wants the Chiefs. He hates the Chiefs, and I'm like, you're a Jets fan. And you beat up worse on the Chiefs than you do on the Jets, and you brag on Brock Purdy more than you do your own quarterback. So it's funny to me how he does that. Now Monday night, the Ravens at the Buccaneers and the Chargers and the Cardinals. Everybody's watching Ravens and Buccaneers, but once again, what is the Ravens and Buccaneers? We're going to see what happens with the Ravens and Buccaneers. I don't see Lamar is 21-1 against the NFC. I don't think any quarterback has had that much success against the opposing conference than Lamar has against them. And it's because people don't see him. And then you got Derrick Henry in there. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. Ravens and Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are +3.5. Over under is 48.5. I'm taking the Ravens all day long in that game. Over under, I'm going to probably take the over because I think Baker is going to be able to move the ball against them with Mike Evans and Godwin. So I think they're going to be able to do it. So it's going to be a lot better game than what people are going to think it is going to be. So I'm excited about that. So anyway, it's going to be some good weekends. And tomorrow we're going to have a full show talking about college football. The big games coming up tomorrow. There's a bunch of games coming up Saturday. So we're going to have a big show tomorrow and get all that done. So anyway, we have a short show today. I had to take off now. I've got to go train some kids this afternoon. So that being said, thank you for watching this edition of the Unpopular Hour. And we've got to get all of our stuff squared away. I mean, it's just like, all of a sudden it's just this problem, that problem. So you're going into your third season doing this, and we're trying to do more, and it's screwing us up. So, but we'll get it all fixed out. Thanks to my guys over at Collaborative Logic. That being said, hey, everybody have a fantastic day.